Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl LB Johnson back with another video. Y'all, I'm in the back of this warehouse. Yeah. But yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload another video. So let's get into it because I gotta make this quick because when I'm back at this warehouse where it's closed and there's a man out here at another warehouse by himself. But yeah, let me just hurry up. So I had a revelation today. I would this. I'm gonna say mine. Now you tell me in the comments if you can relate to this, if this is the case for you too. But my kingdom union has been under attack since I was a kid. Since I was a kid, and let me tell y'all why I say that. So let me try not to get emotional. But since I was a kid, like I have always been this like curious little girl. Like I have always been very, most people would say nosy. But I always been like just wanted to know everything. Like I just always wanted to know stuff. Like I always wanted to know stuff. Google and this GPT or whatever that thing is the best thing they created for me. Because I have always like wanted answers for anything. Like it didn't matter what it is. Like I was always wanted to know. Like I always wanted to be educated on stuff. So I was that little girl that they would be like, "You ask so many questions, girl. You always asking some questions." I was always, "Oh, you so nosy." So, so I always wanted to know stuff so bad that it got like to the point when I got older. I don't know why this is breaking me down so bad. But when I got older, I wanted to go into criminal justice because I wanted to be like, I wanted to do crime scene investigator and then I wanted to be an attorney. But my dream was to be a crime scene investigator. Only reason I wanted to be an attorney is because it was okay, if you're going to do criminal justice, go big or go home. I always been like that type of person. So it was like either go big or go home. Don't go and just be like a crime scene investigator. Like you can investigate the crime scene by being an attorney. So that was my so because I always just wanted answers. Like I always like wanted to know. What the heck? It just seemed like it just got bright out of nowhere. So I always wanted to know stuff. I was just always very curious. And so I would ask questions, ask questions, ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. And it's so crazy because God been leading me up to this revelation up until now. For like the last couple of weeks up until now. And I'm just thinking back like, dang, I have always been like that. So any relationship, I would ask questions. Like I was never scared to communicate. I was never scared to talk. Like I'm a great listener. I'm a great communicator. Like very good at communicating. So my son father, I had just made a post like last week or the week before about my son father, how I remember his social security number because I was asking him all these questions one day. We was walking after school when we first met, and he was like, "Dang, you want to know my social security number?" But that's how bad I used to ask questions because I always just, if I wanted to know something, I was going to ask. Like, I didn't care about a dumb answer. Like, you're not going to tell me I'm asking a dumb question. Like, I wanted to know and I asked. I would ask any question. So, so my last relationship, I asked a lot of questions. Like, I asked a lot of questions. My last relationship before my kingdom spouse, I would ask a lot of questions. I would always ask questions. Anything I wanted to know, I was asking. But my ex will always tell me, and me and him cool to this day, that's like my brother. But he will always tell me, you ask too many questions. Like you always asking questions. You ask too many questions. And I've been hearing it my whole life. Like, ooh, I hate this. Why am I crying like this? But I gotta get this video out because this may help somebody. I don't know. So I was so like, you ask so many questions, you ask so many questions. So my ex used to tell me all the time too. So everybody's always telling me, you ask so many questions. Family, everybody. So, and I remember with my ex, one time I was praying and we was going through it. And I said, I went in my closet and I prayed. I can't remember the scripture I turned to, but it said, get out or it's going to end in death. So, I ain't leave right away, but it is what it is. So, after him, I end up meeting my kingdom spouse. So, I remember everybody used to ask me, tell me, you ask so many questions, you ask so many questions. He's so nosy. So, when I met my kingdom spouse, I don't ask questions. I don't ask questions. I look on Google. I look at ChatGPT. Come in. This man gonna get on my nerves. So when I met my kingdom spouse, I vowed to not ask questions because I don't want him to say the same thing that everybody else says. I just would not ask questions. If anything go on, I just would try to figure it out myself. I just would shut down, and I just wouldn't ask questions. And if you ask anybody what's me, if anybody who know about me and my kingdom spouse, our biggest problem is communication. We are both great communicators. We're both great listeners, great. We are both great at trying to understand what's going on. We're both great at We're both great at communicating, just naturally with anybody. We both got great conversation skills. We're both great communicators, but some kind of way we cannot communicate with each other. And it's not that we have a yelling match, it's that when we get together we get mute. We could talk about anything under the sun because we both just good at conversation. We're good at conversation. We both are sociable people. So we both great at communicating, but we it's the things that we once said to other people we can't. And I know it's both of us like that because I know I'm like that with him, and I know he's like that with me because he has said, I ain't never mentioned it to him this, but I know this about myself. But I know he has said to me why I can't talk to you like I talk to other people. And it's the same with me. I be I'm gonna say this. And when I get around them, I get these butterflies and it get me mute. I just can't say the things when it comes to our emotion, the relationship part. It's just I get mute. So it's the lack of communication has killed this union, has delayed this union so bad, so bad. And I know it's the enemy because we are both so good at communicating. I know people always be men don't read long messages, or they're not reading long messages, or they ain't trying to hear what you're saying. My kingdom spouse, you could send him a 10-page letter. He's gonna read it from the first word to the last word, and he's gonna try to understand it to the best of his ability. And he's not gonna say nothing back until he understands it, or until he can form his words to make sure you understand him. He's gonna communicate with you everything, but our communication with each other is so horrible. We freeze up when we see each other. It's we get butterflies. So it's the emotion, we can't address the issues in the relationship or in the union because of the lack of communication. When we're both great at communicating, both of us are great at communicating. Both of us are great at communicating, but yeah, when it comes to each other, we lack communication. And it came to my attention today because me and my kidney spouse, we was having a little disagreement or whatnot. We was talking or whatever, and in the midst of us talking, he was I'm not scared to talk, but I'm I didn't never say he was scared to talk, but I'm just thinking to myself, like, you are scared to talk because I am too. But I'm just thinking, I was just like, for him to even say that, he must realize that he don't talk. Like, he talk, but it's not meaningful. It's not about the things that need to be talked about. And so lately, the last couple of days, we've been talking about, I've been addressing some things that need to be, I've been asking questions, the hard questions that I should have asked 8 years ago. But something in me woke up the last couple of days, like, ask these questions. And I'm finally asking them. And now we're talking and now we're communicating. But our union been delayed 8 years because of lack of communication. And the enemy been like grooming me for the last all my life for when I came into this union to not be able to communicate when that's all I do. When I'm very great at listening, I'm very great at asking questions, I'm very great at it. But the moment I get in my divine union, I can't talk. And he can't talk. And anybody who know him, he's a talking man. But when we're together, it's like we can't talk. We don't like, it's like we get mute. And it's crazy. That's crazy. And I just realized that. Like, I'm just like, these questions that I'm asking now that's getting us to talk, like, it's forcing both of us to talk. Had I asked them so long ago, we probably would have been in union. But I don't know, I just found my voice again. And it's okay. So, whatever the enemy been trying to hold you back, do that thing that scared you the most. Because I was scared, but it got us to talking. It brought the communication out that we have been lacking for so long. I love y'all. Have a blessed evening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload another video. And I will talk to you guys later.